Hello everybody, here we are again for another spooky October story time. Are you ready, Janet?
I am so ready, Dave.
I was hoping you were. Today we're going to start with Click, Clack, Boo. I promise it's really not scary though. All right, are we ready?
We're ready.
Farmer Brown does not like Halloween.
Oh, no.
Oh. Witches give him nightmares. Pirates give him shivers. Jack-o'-lanterns flicker spooky shadows on the wall. He don't like that.
Not at all.
No. So, Farmer Brown leaves a bowl of candy on the porch, and he puts up a "Do Not Disturb" sign, and draws the shades and locks the door. But in the barn, the Halloween party has just begun. And there's a crunch, crunch, crunching as the mice scurry across the field. And there's a creak, creak, creaking as the sheep slowly push open the barn door. Creak. And there's a tap, tap, tapping as the cows go to the window to let the cats in. Farmer Brown does not like the sounds of Halloween night. He checks the lock on the door, he peeks through the window, and there is a dark creature standing beneath the trees. Farmer Brown runs to his room, pulls on his pajamas, and climbs under the covers. I would too.
Yeah, like you do.
He hears the crunch, crunch, crunching of leafy footsteps heading towards the house. And there's a creak, creak, creaking on the old boards of the front porch. And then a tap, tap, tapping on the front door. Farmer Brown pulls up his covers tight, and then he hears a quack, quack, quackle in the crisp night air. Wait. Quackle?
Quackle?
Quackle? What do you mean quackle?
What's a quackle?
Farmer Brown jumps out of bed. The porch is empty. The candy bowl is gone. There's a new note on Farmer Brown's door. Halloween party at the barn. So Farmer Brown runs to the barn. And there's a creak, creak, creaking on the old boards of the front porch, and a crunch, crunch, crunching of leafy footsteps heading towards the barn. And then there's a tap, tap, tapping on the window. You see Farmer Brown tapping on the window?
Oh yeah, there he is.
There he is. And then click, clack, boo! Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Farmer Brown has decided to join the Halloween party, and he's having a keen time.
And he got the best costume
He
prize
did.
for being a pajama farmer.
Yeah, I'd wear those pajamas.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What's next, Dave?
What's next is Trick or Treat
Trick or treat.
by Leo Landry.
Ooh, okay.
I've never read this book, have you?
I don't think I have.
All right. Let's check it out.
The truth is I don't have my glasses on, so I can't tell for sure if I've read it or not.
Well, that's forgivable.
Thank you.
We ready?
We're ready.
Okay. The last day of October had finally arrived. The empty house at the end of the street mysteriously came to life. In the attic, a ghost named Oliver awakened. He grabbed a sack from the foot of his bed. He floated down the stairs and glided out the front door and into the woods, as one does. He stopped first at a mailbox beside some dusty old brooms. Next, he stopped at a moss-covered tombstone in the cemetery. And last, he stopped at the mouth of a cool, dark cave. And then afternoon arrived. And as Oliver hurried home, a lone envelope slipped from his bag and twirled away in the wind down to the ground. There was so much work to be done. Oliver dusted the furniture, he welcomed the spiders, and he awoke the sleepy black cats. It was going to be his spookiest party yet. Evening neared, the full moon rose. Invitation in hand, 2 trick-or-treaters made their way from house to house. At the empty house at the end of the street, Oliver's guests began to arrive. Knock, knock. Boo! Greeted Oliver. Hooray, the witches! Broom rides for everybody, he said. And then more guests arrived. Knock, knock. Well.
Maybe they arrived.
Boo! Greeted Oliver. Scully and Jake, the Spooky Bones Band, and you've brought the bats. All right. Now let the spooky party begin, announced Oliver. Oliver smiled. All of his friends were here. It was his favorite night of the year. It's one of my favorites, too.
Mine too.
Yes. But then, outside, 2 unexpected guests made their way to the house at the end of the street. And then there was a knock, knock, knock. And Oliver opened the door. Trick or treat! Said a little cow and a little jack-o'-lantern. No one knew what to do, not even Oliver. Should we hex them? Whispered the witches. We could spook them, whispered the ghosts, until they go away. Even the bats squeaked in alarm. I've got it, said Oliver, and he slowly flew closer to the little cow and the little jack-o'-lantern. Treat, he shouted. Welcome to the party, you guys. And that was how a little cow and a little jack-o'-lantern came to dance with skeletons and chase ghosts and ride with witches that last night of October. And as they were leaving, the little cow told Oliver it was their best Halloween ever. And we've never seen such fine costumes, said the little jack-o'-lantern. Well, the next morning, Oliver awoke to find a note on his doorstep. It said, to Oliver, you are invited to Jack's birthday party, Saturday, November 7th, 27 Cherry Lane, 3 o'clock, no costumes necessary. Love, cow, and jack-o'-lantern. The end.
Yay.
You can be friends with ghosts, too.
Yeah.
That's all the time we've got for today, guys. Stay spooky and be good to each other.
Bye-bye.